What path are you taking and why?
Um, I'm pretty sure I went just standard, just full clear, start red side. Um, I don't really know why. I normally just do it because it's quicker for me. I don't
What's
like. I
quicker?
just do it because it's how I play.
What's
I start
quicker?
I start blue side sometimes, but I would
Um,
say
hmm.
you said what's quicker.
Yeah. You said it's quicker for you. I messed
But
up.
I suppose like the leash is quicker because there's two people rather than one.
Oh, but why do you full clear? You can get a leash, but why full clear?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just programmed into the brain, just full clear.
Okay, let me give
I
you.
sometimes if I see like a chance, like if it's clear cut, I'll go in like mid, but like normally it's just full clear.
Okay, let me give you my thinking this game for this. I mean, every game's different. Let me give you my thinking for this game. Um, well, every game I would think about matchups. Have you thought about matchups this game?
Trindamir's Tom Kench is kind of shit for Trindamir. I the Yi matchup is okay, but I do well into Yi when I play Kindred.
Yeah.
Like me personally.
Okay, that's good.
The mid matchup, Rumble should do better early, but I early and saw will outscale, and then bot lane, um, they better engage. I would say like our bot lane.
So your assessment's pretty good. Um, I would say you make the. Let me give you my. Oh wait, and you're running Ghost. Why are you running Ghost?
I prefer Ghost because I like to run people down. Like I feel like it's better for like running people down in fights. I know Flash normally is better, but
It
I
is.
don't
Let
know.
me
I
tell you
just
why
use
Flash
Ghost.
might be better this game. I mean, Ghost is not bad, but let me tell you why Flash might be better. It helps you to do one, two, three. It helps you do a lot of things this game actually. So let me tell you what Flash might help you do. So look at top lane. It might help you dodge Tom Kent Q or Tom Kent W. Which
Yeah,
oh wait, I don't know. Actually, to be fair, Ghost would also help you dodge those. Um, Aurelion Soul. It would help you dodge Aurelion Soul ult better than Ghost. Like Ghost might not be enough to dodge Aurelion Soul ult.
yeah,
And then Ash ult, it would help you dodge Ash ult. Ghost is again not fast enough to help you dodge Ash ult. And then same with Lux Q is iffy. Like Ghost can help you dodge Lux Q, but again, Flash helps you way more. Like you can actually like flash over the Lux Q if you're good.
yeah,
And so that's how I think about Flash and Ghost. Like Ghost is fine. I mean, it's better in a lot of cases actually. But you have to think about which case. In this case, not really, because Flash is better when you need it to dodge something. And there's a lot of
yeah.
things
I
to
feel
dodge
like
this game.
yeah into lower CC comps.
Yeah. If they don't have
Ghost would
much
be
CC,
better.
or if they have, I mean, and not just CC, but like if it's skill shot CC, right?
Yeah,
I mean, if they have like a Pantheon, then Flash does nothing, right? Pantheon
yeah,
will still W you. But their CC is very dodgeable, so that's why the Flash might will help you make these big plays. Big plays.
yeah.
Okay, but Ghost, I mean, I think it's okay. I don't recommend it, but it's not the worst thing you could do, I would say. Go back to my plan. The plan. So the plan, I usually you don't want to full clear as Kindred. You know what Kindred's really good at? She's pretty strong early game, pretty strong at invading. So if you full clear, you kind of just keep giving up that strength. Um,
Okay.
so I would always on Kindred you plan. No, sorry. Always you think about invading. It doesn't mean you do it. It doesn't mean you do it, but you should always think about can you. Like that's the number one thought you should be thinking as Kindred. So here you already said you usually beat E, and I would agree with that, especially early game. Um, especially if Yi doesn't have, especially before level 3, right? Yi usually gets Q then E, so he won't have his W, which his W is kind of annoying, right? Because you can't actually stop him
Yeah,
from using the W. So um, you should, based on that alone, you should plan to invade him before level 3. But even after level 3, you can still invade him. So I don't know if you know. Wait, do you main Kindred? I think you do, right?
not really. I kind of picked her up recently, but I've been kind of spamming her, and then I've been getting a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
success.
Okay, there's a very common cheese Kindred path. Do you know what that is?
No.
No. Okay, it's just you start red buff and you go to blue buff. The enemy blue buff. That's it's very standard, and a lot of Kindreds do it sometimes. So, in higher elos they'll predict that, but in lower elos probably not. So you start red buff, right? You have luckily your red buff is bot side, so you get your bot leash, right? Like you said you wanted it. You can start red buff. That's fine. And then after red buff, you queue over the dragon wall, so you get to the blue buff really fast. I mean, and then you win no matter what. Here's why. Because let's say Master Yi starts blue buff. He starts blue buff. He also gets a bot leash, right? And most of the time, at least I would say 60% or more, most of the time, Yi will use his smite on the blue buff. Like, or junglers in general, not just Yi, but junglers will use their smite on the first buff most of the time. Yeah. So the plan is when you do your red buff, you don't use your smite. You get your bot lane to leash you and you finish it without smite. So when you get to blue buff, I mean blue buff is probably gone. Blue buff is probably gone if Yi started blue, but what's not gone? Gromp. Gromp is still there. Yi is probably doing Gromp, and you have smite and he doesn't, so you get to smite the Gromp. So you get the Gromp. So that's already a win for you, right? That means you did red and Gromp. He only did blue, right? Not only that, you actually have a chance to kill him because he's doing Gromp, right? He's probably like low-ish HP, at least compared to you. And he has blue buff. You have red buff. Red buff stronger than blue buff, right? In a fight. So, and you're Kindred also. Kindred's stronger than Yi. So you have all these advantages going for you if he starts blue and you start red. So I would recommend that. And then let's say he doesn't start blue. Let's say he starts red buff. He could start red buff, right? He starts red buff, then you go to blue, then you just take blue, right? He's not there. He's probably going to do red buff. In most cases, he'll do red buff into Krugs, right? That's most junglers will do that. Red buff, Krugs, Raptors. So that means you get to take blue. You probably also get to take Gromp. You don't have time for wolves, but you'll take his blue, you'll take his Gromp. So if you can understand my plan, my invading path is it's a win no matter what. He starts blue, you win. He starts red, you win. Okay. The one way there's several ways you can lose. It's usually more in higher elo, so I don't think it would happen in your games. How would you lose? Well, you would lose if it's warded, and you don't even lose that much if it's warded. So sometimes, like especially higher elo. So this doesn't work that well in higher elo anymore. But in higher elo, Yi could ward his blue buff, then start red buff. So when you go to his blue buff and take it, he'll see you, right? And then he can take your blue buff. So you don't lose, but you don't win, right? Because you take his blue, but he takes your blue. In higher elo, they'll do that more often. One way you could lose though is he starts blue buff, you start red buff, you invade, but maybe his bot lane leaves bot lane and goes to help him, on the Gromp. Then you might be in danger, right? Lux and then Ashe, they're pretty deadly. They can kill you. When you do this kind of invade, you have to look at and mid lane too. Mid lane could move. So you have to look at mid lane, you have to look at bot lane, and you have to assess how long can you be here, or should you even be there? Sometimes you shouldn't even be there. In this case, you can though, because that's why we looked at the matchups, right? So we looked at mid matchup. And we already decided Rumble wins early. If Rumble wins early, that means he'll have push. He'll be pushing Aurelion Sol in, and then Aurelion Sol, if he helps Yi, he's gonna lose all his minions to the tower. So it's usually not worth it for Aurelion Sol to move. Even if Aurelion Sol moves, Rumble can move, and Rumble's better, so you win, right? And then we looked at the bot lane. The bot lane was I think I kind of favor the enemy bot lane, Ashe and Lux, at least early. In the skirmish, I think they're better than Misfortune Swain, but it's pretty close. I would say they're pretty similar. I would say no real advantage and disadvantage bot lane. So that's why after all this assessment, then you can decide to do it. I would do it if I were you, because let's say bot lane moves. Okay, that's the worst. The worst situation for you is if enemy bot lane helps Yi, right, on the Gromp. That's the worst situation. It's not that bad because you have. Actually, Ghost is fine. You have Ghost, you have Q, right? You Q over the blue wall, and you just run away. You just go do your Raptors or something like that. Do something else. You can leave. You don't have to You don't have to stay there and die, right? So that's why. Yeah. Okay, so I hope you see that this is how I would make a plan, especially as Kindred. Compared to your plan is not really a plan. It's just like a default, right? Full clear is always a safe. It's not bad. Full clear is not bad, but it's not good either. It's like a safe plan that is always okay. It's never like bad, but you know what I'm saying. It's okay, but you're Kindred. You can do better. You play towards your strengths.
Yeah.
You're really good at invading, so I would do that. But okay, that's you didn't do that this game. That's fine. We can play. You can play now, and we'll see what you do, and then I'll give you advice based on what you do. And I didn't talk about invade, like level 1 invades. That could be a thing, but I'll only talk about it if I see it. Like in this game, I'm looking. I don't. They could invade you. I mean, their level 1's kind of strong, but so is yours. So I don't really see any team really wanting to invade level 1. What we see, I don't know if that's no. So that actually confirms he's gonna start. Oh no, actually no, he can still move. And you can speed up the replay if nothing's happening. Like right now, nothing's happening. You see, two is pretty good. I think 4 is too fast. Yeah. Just leave it at 2. And then, if I see something, you can just slow it down to 1. Yeah. Is that the new DRX skin? I think it is.
Yeah.
And it looks nice. And did you know you started blue this game?
I'm pretty sure he did.
But did you know?
Actually,
yeah, he did. We can see in the replay actually. Look at the camps. But did you know he started blue?
I didn't really think about it, to be honest.
Okay, we'll pause. Yeah, so let's talk about that. So that's really important because that lets you know what to expect. Right? Do you know how to tell which buff he started?
Well, normally if I see him here, it means he'll start blue.
Oh, I mean, but now we see him, right? I mean, before we see him, do you know how to tell where we like? Okay, go back. Can you rewind it to like 130? Where it's at 130? Go back to 130. One more. Go back one more. Okay, so right now, press play, and then I'll tell you to pause it soon. Okay, no, not yet. Press play. Pause. So now, it's a little before this, but basically we see Tom Ken's top before we see Lux bot. Yeah, did you see that?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it's whoever you see in lane first is where he probably didn't start because that makes sense, right? Someone's leashing him, so yeah. So with this information, you should know that he started blue, and you should keep that in mind. Like I'll give you an example. My path, the invade I was telling you about, start red and go to his blue. Like that, if you know he starts blue, you know what to prepare for. You'll know that okay, I'm preparing to kill him or something at Grom, right? It just helps you prepare for something. And also, if you don't invade him, it still helps you prepare. It helps you prepare for like top, right? So you're saying maybe you want to gank top. So if you gank top, you should always think, well, Yi is top also, so he could counter gank. Or if you want to do the top crab, you should know, okay, but Yi is also top, so he might come here to the crab as well. Things like that helps. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Press play. Yeah. And then speed it up again. You can speed up again. Okay. And when you do raptors, are you looking for a gank as well? Right now, okay, press pause again. Like right now, pause here. Right now, are you looking for a gank? Like in the game, I mean, in your mind, are you looking for a gank?
I mean, in this, I was kind of just like looking mid, not really seeing much because Rumble's pushing the wave, and I can't really do much.
Yeah, what about bot?
And top lane's bot lane's getting pushed in, so yeah, I suppose I could have pathed bot here.
Yeah, I would have actually. So looking at it, after your Raptors, right? Your level 3. Your level 3 is your entire kit, right? You have your QWE.
Yeah.
You have red buff. You have your bot lane's healthy, right? They're not like losing really hard. Swain has a pull, Misfortune has a slow. I would go for this. I would definitely go for this. Yeah. So this is how you. This is why I'm saying full clear is fine, but you should be able to pivot your path. You plan to full clear, but you can change the plan, right? Depending on what you see. And here I see a gankable lane, so yeah, that's. So basically, it's when you farm your camps. While you're farming your camps, like you're farming your Raptors, you look at the lanes nearby. So what's near Raptors? That's mid and bot. And then if nothing, you can also look top technically, right? You could after Raptors, you could. Right now, not in this game, right? But in another game, if it was a different situation, you could also go all the way straight top. You don't have to full clear. Yeah, that's my point. All right, go ahead, press play. Okay, so now you, like I said, you should think, you could be here, right? You could be here.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, he wouldn't because he went mid earlier, so he was late. He was late getting to his top camps.
But also he doesn't have to full clear, right? When he ganks mid, he could just do like red Raptors and skip Krugs and then come to the Scuttle as well. But
I guess
he would probably lose to you, right? He'd be level 3, you'd be level 4. Yeah, but he could. So. And some champions at level 3 are very strong. Like they don't need level 4. So, but in this case, yeah, you're right. Go back to the ward. I'll show you the ward. Or just go to the ward. Move your camera to the ward. You have pause right there. I would put it up. If you do this, you don't get to see a little. You don't have, it doesn't have to be in the bush. You know what I'm saying? Like put it up. Yeah. Just a small thing. All right, go ahead. Yeah, go. That's fine.
I remember this. We had no vision, so we couldn't do anything to him.
But your W gives vision, like you throw the W in the bush. Did you know that?
Well, I did, but I think at this.
Yeah, you guys
forgot about it.
Yeah, you guys know. Alright, slow it down now. You can slow it down over here. Oh no, no. Oh wow, yeah. Wait, go back. Yeah, go back and slow it down. And go back again. No, I mean like 1 time speed. Slow it down.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no. Let's see. Yeah, just it didn't. No, it's okay. You're kiting your range. Like you were kind of. You're not kiting at your max range. You know, you could. If you were at your max range, you have a better chance to like dodge Lux things and things like that. Let me pause. Look at. Oh, okay. No, never mind. Never mind. Go ahead. Sorry, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, this. I was kind of annoyed at this. He ran away when I.
Alright, go back to that. Let's go back. And play one time speed. One time speed. Okay, let's see. Small thing is okay. Let's see. Yeah, he still has a ult, right? No. Oh, I see. Yeah. One small thing is you eat at the beginning, which you know your E does execute damage. So if you eat at the beginning, it's not going to do that much damage, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just he was full HP and then you just threw E on him. So usually, especially against, I mean, if it's a squishy champion, fine. But Tom Kindred is a tank, so the fight's going to take a long time. So you can save your E for like later.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have red buff and Trinity has a slow, so you don't really need the E slow in this game, in that gank.
Hmm. I mean, there, I think I would like. Would we have killed him if the Tryndamere stayed in the ults there?
I think if he stayed and you saved your E, it's still a maybe. Because I mean, Tom Kindred is just so hard to kill, honestly.
Yeah.
But you know, better chance. That one was looking pretty bad actually. Because you know, if you ult there, right, like Tom Kindred also doesn't die.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that kind of frustrated me because I remember saying to Battery, is like he didn't know what Kindred ult did.
But I'm saying even if he's there, like I mean he lives, yeah. But like Tom Kindred would still probably live as well, or like he'd still probably die at the end, or one of you might die at the end. So you know, your ult's good for tower dives. Usually you want to kill them before you have to ult. That's kind of the ideal, right?
Oh, I'm pretty sure this was a very bad misplay for me, taking the mark and then I died straight after.
Did you?
Yeah.
Go back there. Let's see how did that happen. Play 1 time speed, yeah.
So I went and did the
mark, yeah.
Yeah.
But why did you go mid? That's what I'm wondering.
Why didn't I go
no,
mid?
Why did you go mid?
Because the hair. I was gonna drop the herald, but then I got
yeah.
one tap.
You just you just okay. I see. And well, once you see him there, you should path away, right? Because you're on cooldown. You already used. We looked at your cooldowns. You didn't have Q or anything, so just leave.
I mean, I knew after I did it was a stupid play, but.
And I'll give you another tip. Yeah, I'll give you another tip. You know when you're at the Raptors, press pause. Or, yeah, press pause. You know when you're at the Raptors, you can throw it over the Raptor wall. Do you know how to do that?
Throw
the rift. If you stand at Raptors, you can actually throw the rift over the wall. to the mid tower.
Oh.
Or I can't see your mouse, so I can't really help you here. Like I can't actually see your cursor.
Mm.
But where you stand is like right at the. It's hard to like. It's hard to tell you. I'll try. I mean, I can't see your mouse, but yeah, to the you see the big tree in the very middle, like the it's like a this is like a arrow. You stand to the left of the tree, like the bottom left of the tree. Then you throw the rift like in the. You have to click in the middle of the wall, closer to your side, closer to you. You can practice it in. Oh no, I don't know if practice tool lets you practice rifts, but in your future games you can try. Like it's a little hard, but you can actually do it. You can throw the rift over the wall. Like you don't have to go over the wall. You just throw the rift over the wall, and it'll crash into the mid tower. Like easy. Yeah. So you could have done that like while because you were already there, right? You were stealing the raptors. And you do that, you would be in no. Well, there is one danger, right? While you're throwing the rift, you technically didn't know where Master Yi was. So, if Master Yi came through the raptor brush, then he might be able to kill you. So there is danger to that sometimes, but that is an option for you. All right, go ahead, press play. Yeah, go. See. And here, go back before Swing died. Go back. Go back one more and play. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at Swain. Look at Swain and Erling Soul. Right now. Wait. Pause. So, look. I'm gonna look at mid. Like, you should have been helping this way earlier, I think. And you can queue over this raptor wall, right? You're walking all the way around. You have your queue. You can queue over the wall, like, did you know that?
I remember, like, earlier in this game, I tried it and I failed it, so I think I just didn't try to do it. Okay,
so yeah, if you're playing Kindred, definitely want to know which walls you can and, you can jump, because that saves you a lot of time. You can definitely, like, I don't know how to say, like, up. Like, you're standing in the raptor pit, and then you can just queue up on that wall. Right where Swain is. You'll land right where, you'll land right below him, and you'll be able to help him much sooner. And do you have ult? You have ult too. You probably could. You could have ulted him. Like he wouldn't have died. You could have definitely saved him here. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. But you do get a kill on him. But what I'm saying is you could have at least saved this one. Actually, you technically could have saved him here as well. If you didn't. Yeah. I think you're trying to.
I mean, I think that I remember he complained and he was kind of walking away from me at that point.
Oh. Okay. This is why you don't go for the mark there. Why don't you go for the mark?
I'm pretty sure I based for dragon. Like that was my thought process at the time.
Okay. I mean, you already have 4 marks, so it's not that important.
Yeah.
But, or yeah, maybe 1 time speed.
Yeah, we just kind of got fucked.
I see. Yeah.
I
because your bot lane's
time modes as well.
Why don't you just queue over the? Oh. Okay. I mean, you tried to. I see. Yeah, you tried to. Yeah. I don't really see much fault here. Your bot lane didn't actually come to the dragon. So you could have gone for the mark, the Krogs.
Yeah.
Like I don't see why you had to be at this dragon so early. I mean, technically you wouldn't have gotten it if you didn't come this early, but you could have defended it. Like if they try to do it, you could defend it. So I think going for the mark, the Krogs, and then just defending the dragon would have been better here. But yeah,
okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. But it's fine. You did get the dragon, which is nice. I mean, getting aced is obviously not ideal, but it's not really. It's not entirely your fault. This one.
I mean, that throughout this game, the game kind of felt impossible just with the Tom Kench being so like beefy.
So if you build Bork, you shred him.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm pretty sure I took like a really weird
What are you
little
building?
path this game.
Second, a cleaver? Are you building cleaver?
I go cleaver, and then I think I go. What's the lethality item that shreds shields?
Oh, that's not worth it.
I-
Well,
I-
it's not bad this game because they have Lux and Tom Kench, but yeah, it's really not worth it on Kindred. It's reduced effect on ranged champions. Like
Yeah,
and yes, Tom Kench has a big shield, but it's better to just like
you think Bork
Bork.
would have been better?
Bork way no much for sure, 100% way better. Yeah, Bork.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bork cleaver, then Tom Kench is nothing to you. Yeah, Tom
I
Kench
think
is
I went like after what's it called, Serpent's Fang. I think I went brain fart, the LDR.
LDR. You have LDR and cleaver. That's not. I mean, LDR doesn't do
Yeah.
anything because well, it does something actually. But because you're building health already, so like the bonus doesn't help that much. I mean, yes, Tom Kench has more health than you, right? But you really don't need that much armor pen. Like the Bork plus the cleaver is enough. It's enough. Plus Kindred's W and E already like shreds HP as well. Like Kindred's actually pretty good at killing tanks in the late game. Like in the early game, yeah, she doesn't kill tanks very well. But once you get all your items and everything, like tanks are nothing to you. You can kill them. Yeah.
It's definitely one of the worst games I've played in Kindred, but I suppose that's why I wanted to show this one so I could
Okay. Yeah.
learn a bit more.
So. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I did it really shitty out there. Well, that's what my teammates said. I remember this.
You had a shitty ult. Let's see. Oh,
Yeah.
did you save the enemy? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Kind of.
I ended up getting
no,
two.
I think it's okay. I didn't see. Were you about to die, or who was about to die? Why did you ult?
I tried to save the Tryndamere and the.
You should almost never save Tryndamere. I say almost never because he has his own ult to save himself. Usually, I mean,
Yeah.
if you know he doesn't have ult and stuff, then fine. But yeah, I would almost.
I'm
never
pretty sure I tried to save the Rumble as well, but I mistimed it. I mean, I think even if I didn't ult, it would have been the same. It would have been the Tom Kench would have lived.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It looks okay to me. I mean, you know. But this game I would have gone Bork before Cleaver even. Like yes, Tom Kench has armor. He also has but the Bork does like gives you sustain and better against the other champions too. Like it's better against the other champions. You're not only killing Tom Kench, right? You're fighting like a lot of people.
Yeah. I just felt I feel like throughout the game I was just thinking about the Tom Kench because he was always the hardest one to kill.
Yeah, I mean he is, but ignore him. Or I mean sometimes you can't do it, yeah, but
yeah.
But at the same time, Bork, I don't actually know the math or like which one's better. I'm pretty sure Bork is fine. Like if you're comparing Bork or Cleaver, I'm pretty sure Bork is fine because he built Heartsteel. He has a lot of health. Like yes, he has a lot of armor as well, but it's Bork. Bork is still gonna do fine. Like, but at the same time, neither of them are gonna help you actually kill him. Like I don't think you ever kill him with 2 items with Trinity and like 2 items. You have 2 items. I don't care which 2 items you have. You never kill him. So you need the 3 items basically. So. Which is the Bork. Once you get Bork and Cleaver, I think you kill him. Go back here and 1 time speed. I wasn't looking at what happened. Wait, go back again. Where are you? Okay, go back. Okay, you're here. Like, you're. Oh, you just tunnel on the Aurelion Soul, it looks like. I mean, because if you look at this fight, right, it was already losing before it even started, right? Before it even started, I don't know who it was, Swain or someone was already dead. Tryndamere? Someone was already dead on your team. So you're already going into a losing fight. Usually in those cases, you assess, can you win it? Probably, what do you have? Probably not. I mean, you need everyone, I would think.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are losing, so there's no way you win uneven fights. You know, you guys are losing already, like in gold and I mean kills, right? You just look at the kills. Yeah, Trinimer's already dead here. Misfortune's not even here. Yeah, this is just you're not assessing if it's you should even take this fight. And I think, to be fair, you're kind of close at killing Orion Soul and Ash. Oh, you do. Oh, yeah. Oh god. Okay, actually, no, you did pretty good. Actually.
I mean, it was.
You actually did pretty good. You know, I wouldn't have recommended it, but you actually did pretty good. Actually, that's actually not bad. Actually, the result, at least the result, is actually not bad. And when you're losing and you trade 3 for 5, that's actually worth it for you. Like a concept. Like the losing team, they want any trade, even if it's slightly like losing. So that was well played by you. Yeah. But yeah, your third item definitely should not go Serpents. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, in hindsight, yeah, probably not the greatest on Kindred, but
I don't think I've ever built on Kindred. I'm trying to think. I mean, if they really
that's
have
what
like,
I was thinking at the time. I was like, doesn't really like feel like Kindred item, but I was like,
it's not.
this Tom Kench's shield is ridiculous.
But yeah, it is. But like, you know, getting Bork would, I think he would just do more, even counting that shield effect.
I mean, I was asking Misfortune to buy it as well, but
that would be slightly better. Trinimir too.
Yeah,
Trinimir could buy it too. But you know, you don't need Serpents, even if they have big shields, right? You can wait out the shield. You know, you can even shred through the shield late game. But like ideally, you just wait for the shield to go away, and then you auto down afterwards. You can go back to 2 times speed, I think. I have another item recommendation for you. It's the Swifty boots, cause yeah, attack speed's nice, but like in this case you don't build it. If you build Blade, you have a good amount of attack speed, anyways. I mean, Triforce gives attack speed too. So you know, attack speed is nice, but you know what's also nice is moving. Right, moving. So they have a lot of slows as well. So like that's something. Swifty boots will give you better movement speed. You would get less slowed, and you might be able to either kite better, chase better. It lets you move better, basically. Yes, your DPS goes down, but DPS is not everything. So in this case, I think the Swifties, like Ash has a slow, Lux has a slow, Aurelion Soul has the Rylai's, even Yi has a slow with his Smite and Blade, and then Tom Kench Q also has a slow. Yeah. Right, there's a lot of slows that you get to negate with your Swifty boots. So I would have done that. Yeah. Small thing though, I don't think it matters that much.
Yeah.
I mean, it might matter, but I don't think that's not the main reason.
I was looking at my Professor and it was telling me to build steel caps.
Oh, this game was telling you steel caps?
Yeah. I didn't really do that because I thought it was stupid, but
it's okay. But yeah, I don't think I think the Swifties. So. It's okay because Yi is probably the one that's gonna be on you a lot, so it could help you with that, but. Yeah, and I wouldn't have gone LDR because, like, Cleaver is enough. You know, Cleaver is enough armor shred. You need Bork here. Do you even build Bork? At least.
I don't. I'm pretty sure I try to go Wits End, but I think the game ends before I build it.
Actually, I mean Wits End's good too. I would like Wits End Bork instead of LDR and Serpents. You have a really nice build. Oh, you guys get 3. Okay.
I mean, we kind of like in this game we were like nearly coming back, and then we kind of like.
You guys are ahead of gold right now, actually. I mean, you probably don't know it in the game, but in the replay you can see you guys actually have more gold. Oh, wait, go back. Why did you recall there? Why did you recall? Go back.
I don't know actually.
When do you recall? Let me see.
I think it was to buy LDR.
But right now, push, right? Because look,
Yeah.
enemy three of them dead. Your whole team is pushing. Just take as much as you can while you can. When they spawn, then you recall. That's how it works.
Yeah.
You push. You have your mark. Look at your mark. You have a blue buff. There's a lot of things you could do if you don't recall, right? There's a lot of things you could do. And then see you recall, right? But what are you gonna do now? Your whole team now they recall, so you guys are desynced. You're not doing everything. You have to do things together. You recall together and like that. Oh wait, it looks like they're not even recalling. I don't know what they're doing. And they're falling back. Yeah. See now they're recalling, and what's the point? So like that. Yeah. Let me go to 210 speed here.
I don't even know how we're ahead of goal in. Like,
oh, did you DC like or what happened? Oh, just for a second.
Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. It just like randomly does that.
So, okay. Yep. You win again? Oh, kind of. Not really.
Yeah, early install was kind of like too hard to kill. I mean, not hard to kill. It's just like really slippery.
I mean, now it's really showing your build is really hindering you right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we look at your items. 3 of your items do nothing to the enemy. Like your whole build is okay against Tahm Kench, but like LDR, Cleaver, and Serpents, they do like nothing against the other 4 champions. Yeah. So you built like, you want to build. If you know you're only going to hit Tahm Kench, then fine. But you're not only going to hit Tahm Kench, right? You're hitting a lot of people. See, who are you hitting? You're hitting lots of different people. So your build could have been better. Like there's a middle ground, right? Like basically the build I told you. Build Triforce, Cleaver, Bark, Wit's End. That's a very middle ground. Like it does okay against all 5 champions. Like it's pretty solid. Like you can kill Tahm Kench with that, and you can also kill the other 4. Like, yeah. All right. Any questions? I think.
I mean, I feel like problem that game was just the build I did. Like for me personally, but other than that, I don't think I did like terrible.
Let me give you a summary of your problems. Yeah, you didn't do terribly, but I mean, there's other problems, right? Like obviously, like the first part, like your invade, you could have invaded, which you did not. When invading gives you advantages. Usually, like I would say 70% of the time, it would give you'll get some advantage. You might not get a kill. You might not even get a camp lead. Usually, you'll get a camp lead though, but Kindred's good at invading, so you play to your strengths and. So if you invaded in that game, you probably get Gromp off Yi. You maybe get Yi's flash. I don't think you kill Yi. He'll probably flash over the wall. That's already a win. And when like we don't even talk about what you do after that, but because you probably don't have experience invading. But then after that, you can take his wolves. After you take his wolves, you can re-invade him on his red buff. Like you can do so much as Kindred. Kindred has a lot of potential that you're not really seeing her potential if you just full clear. Your build, that was a big thing. You could have saved Swain, right? All these little things you might think they're small, but League is a snowball game, so
add up.
And so like let's say you save Swain, right? Let's say you save Swain. That's 300 gold less from Aurelion Sol, right? 300 gold. And it's not only 300 gold because maybe that 300 gold helped Aurelion Sol finish his like Rylai's early, and maybe that Rylai's helped him ace you guys at the dragon because he had Rylai's. So it's not only 300 gold, but it's hard to say what it actually cost you. It's hard to say, but it's not only what it's not only the face value of 300 gold. It could be a lot more, and things like that. And then remember that late game push, like you killed 3 of them and you recalled for the LDR. When you look at that, like your team didn't die, right? So you think it's an okay recall, but what I think is that that's a really bad recall. Like that cost you a lot, because if you stayed, you could have gotten mid tower, which I don't know how much gold that is, but it's a good amount of gold. But not only the gold, like it opens up the map. Like they don't have that place for safety. You could threaten their inhib later. You could have gotten your mark. I saw your mark on the Krugs, right? And that mark could have helped you win the Baron fight, right? You guys fought. I don't remember. You guys did like some. It could have helped you win that. You could have taken blue buff. There's so many things you could have done, and it sounds small. Like I mean, from what you said, you're like, oh, I don't think I really made like any mistakes other than my build. I disagree with you. Like these mistakes, they don't on the surface, like on the face value, they don't look bad. But it actually could be like much, I don't know what it is, but it could be bad.